Right now, tipped employees have to pay taxes on those tips, but if a new GOP law passes, that would end. Republicans in the U.S. House call it the One Big Beautiful Bill. Cutting taxes on tips is one of the things President Trump campaigned on in 2024. Celine Arif shares what it could mean for the service industry.
Over at 587 Southern Cuisine, manager Talon Parker says it's all about soul food.
Broccoli and cheese, okra, everything, gives you that southern feel.
Soul food and service that goes above and beyond.
It is minimum wage, so tips are kind of what you are trying to work for. So that's why we try to provide, good service, because that is how you're making your money.
In Georgia, employers have to pay tipped employees $2.13 an hour. But if the employee doesn't make an additional $5.12 in tips each hour, their employer has to cover the difference, bringing the hourly rate to $7.25. She says the amount they'd save by not paying taxes on those tips would be huge news.
Like, your job is your income, and it's important for you to be able to get everything, because you basically have to give it right back out, to survive, to live, housing, groceries at home.
And over at the Brick, bartender Caleb Cheshire says it would be a game changer if service workers got to keep all of their tips they worked so hard for.
Most of your typical bartenders or servers, not to say they're working for free, but the wage is very low. So our living is based off of the customers' tips.
And they say so much of their tips are taxed because a majority of people will come in and order something and they'll leave a tip on a credit card or a debit card instead of paying with cash.
A lot of people work for their money, and I think a lot of people would rather see the most of their money.
Now it's just a waiting game to see where the bill goes. Reporting in Macon, Celine Arif, 13 WMAZ News.
So what's next for the bill? It still has to be passed by both the House and Senate and then signed into law by President Trump. The Trump administration has said they hope the bill gets passed and signed by July 4th.